man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, man, we back. It's Goodfella Sports TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love and support. And we got Mason. Mason, want to talk some boxing? That boy tired. That boy sleepy. Look at this. This boy sleepy, man. All right, buddy. Oh, you running? Blue, blue, blue. I'm not even a left-handed. Here, boy. I'm throwing on my bed. But hey, let's talk about some boxing. Somebody told me yesterday, I'm not even going to talk about this again, but I got reaffirmed yesterday that Shawn Porter's in talks to fight Terence Crawford. I heard originally on PBC, so I'm going to keep that. Also, what else do we have to talk about? I think it's just Canelo Alvarez saying that he will fight Caleb Plant eventually. That's going to happen, but he said he want to box y'all guy, Errol Spence. He said it still can happen at 160. Let's talk about that first, and then we'll move on down the road. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. You already know what I'm going to say. Canelo going to knock Errol Spence the fuck out. Unless he survive. Errol Spence don't have the skill set to beat Canelo Alvarez. Before the accident, after the accident, during the accident, he don't have the skill set. That's just a cash-out fight. He doing the Mikey Garcia. You know, moving up to take a fight, moving up to take a fight that he can't win. If Canelo thought Errol Spence would be any threat, he wouldn't fight him, just like he did Jamil, just like he did Demetrius Andrade, just like he did Jamal. The other day he said he's not here for a long time, he's just here for a good time. And his money straight, then he gonna move up and cash out versus Canelo, and that's his prerogative. I'm not mad at him. But then again, all that do is perpetuate the notion that blacks need Mexicans to sell. He said we could fill up AT&T Stadium, do it. I'm not gonna watch no Mexican beat the fuck out of a black guy and pay $80 or $100 or pay for a seat or a fly. I'm not about to watch that. That's inevitable. He don't even have the skill set to beat Canelo Alvarez when he was at 54. Errol Spence has no chance. That's what he got. Come on, this motherfucker struggled with Shawn Porter. You talking about Canelo Alvarez? Even if he did go in there and beat Canelo Alvarez, he's still gonna lose. Errol Spence don't have the Mayweather. He don't have the Mayweather. He don't do that. That motherfucker sit here, southpaw, walk you down. That motherfucker get knocked out. I can see Canelo, uppercutting him. He gonna get beat. You know what I'm saying? But it might be a competitive fight. I could be wrong. But no, that's an easy fight for Canelo Alvarez. That's easy money. But then again, you got to remember, guys like Trinidad moved up and fought Bernard. Oscar moved up and fought Bernard. So, even though Bernard knocked him out, Tommy Hearns moved up and fought Hagler. Duran won, 12 and 15 with Hagler. Sugar Ray Leonard got a robbery victory over Hagler. But, I'd be surprised. You know what I'm saying? If he don't fight Crawford and he go fight Canelo, I'm not mad at him. Just give us our attention. But you know what? I ain't worried about Crawford. I ain't fighting. Cool. You gonna run to Mexican Zaddy so he can knock you out? I know it's gonna happen. And any of his fans that want to bet it, if it happened at 60, any of his fans want to bet it, we can bet the money on it. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna go up there and fight Canelo? And nigga, you couldn't even really beat Shawn Porter, nigga. You couldn't even knock out Mikey Garcia. But maybe jumping up to 60 better for him. Because 54 ain't nothing but bad styles for him in tough fights. So going up to 60 and making $20, $30, $40 million, shit, why not? But just gonna keep the notion going that we need Mexicans to sell. And I got one foot out of boxing right now. Because one thing about the UFC, it don't matter if you black, you white, and they don't white gonna make the fight. Long as you was an exciting fighter, you're not a boring fighter, then, you're going to be good, but, it's just time probably to make the switch to the UFC. Boxing can have it. It's just too many of these gay fanboys that don't know nothing about the sport. Like I asked that one boy on Lion Killer channel. I said, who the longest reigning heavyweight champion of all time? Man, he didn't even know that question. Anybody can know. A kid can know that question. And then you have a boxing platform, but you don't know who the longest reigning heavyweight champion is. That's a fucking joke. You can't even tell me, Rocky Marciano, Joe Louis, Jack Johnson, Sonny Liston. I ain't talking about guys you may not know like Carmen Persilio or Iran Barkley. We talking about prominent dudes. A lot of these dudes don't even know who the youngest heavyweight champion of all time. A lot of dudes don't even know who the youngest super middleweight champion in this day era. How is it your era? You don't know basic questions like that. But to move on, wish him nothing the best. But he want to cash out and get knocked out. And a lot of these niggas that, he gonna beat Canelo, man. Canelo knock him out's gonna be excuses. Oh, Canelo got popped from computer raw. They didn't do VADA. They don't do VADA, or you saw that almost PBC fights. But yeah, he said he'll duke it out with Caleb Plant. That fight gonna happen. And I heard it could happen in May. Either him or Triple G. And more likely, it's probably gonna be Caleb Plant. So that's gonna be a good fight. Caleb Plant don't have excuses, but then again, he could be fighting real early. I think he's supposed to be fighting Jesus, man. Who he supposed to be fighting? Who he say? Caleb Plant? Oh, Anthony Durrell. There's this rumor going around that he fighting Eubanks. I just asked that the other day. They said, no, he fighting Anthony Durrell. I asked Anthony Durrell coach when I ran into him. He said they getting ready to fight Caleb Plant. So I don't know who created these rumors. I heard Eubanks is fighting Jamal Charlo. And I heard originally they want to do that fight for pay-per-view in December. So I don't know if they still want to do a pay-per-view. So yeah, people just be throwing out stuff. I don't know where it came from, where it started, but I heard Caleb Plant versus keep forgetting this man, Anthony Durrell. And then also Jamal Charlo versus Eubanks at 160. So that's what I heard. But eventually, if they can get the Caleb Plant fight in January, February, March, April, maybe that's enough time for him to train. Or maybe he just catch him on in September for Mexican Independence Day holiday. I think Caleb Plant got a chance. He just don't know how to sit down on his shots enough. And that's the issue right there. Lara didn't know how to let his hands go enough. Everybody think what Mayweather did was so easy, but ain't nobody replicated it yet. Even Lara, he looked good, but he stopped moving his hands for like 3 or 4 rounds. But him and Caleb Plant would be a good fight, and Canelo like he fighting dudes with no restrictions, according to sources. And look forward to him, doing this Thug Thizzle versus Caleb Plant. That may be a fight that I might go to, but I'm probably dedicating to get myself to the International Boxing Hall of Fame. I got a boy that offered me to go every year. They got these little cabins or whatever they stay in. So I'm going to try to get there this year. And it's a hell of a class. Shane Mosley, Bernard Hopkins, Juan Marquez, Floyd Mayweather, Vladimir Klitschko. Who else got in there? Andre Ward, which I don't think Andre Ward and Vladimir deserve to get in over Cotto or James Toney. And that's just my opinion. But on first ballot, and Wolf, Layla Ali. I mean, keep going on and on with great people that's going into the Hall of Fame. Got a few contributors. So remember, they putting this year 2020 and 2021 class together because of the COVID this year. So amazing year to go. But yeah, I heard that to close it, I heard Shawn and Terence is in negotiations to fight. So I don't know if Terence gonna walk, out of Top Rank, or that's something that Bob Arum gonna do. But I heard this as well too. That basically Bob Arum told them to go to purse bid, and Al Heyman win the purse bid, then he can have a fight. That's why he offered Shawn $1 million. And basically he said, if it go to purse bid, I pay what, I put this number of Al Heyman could beat it, then they got to pay Bud Crawford to come over there. So that's why Bob lowballed Shawn Porter. But, people say, well, Shawn Porter worth more than $1 million. How the fuck y'all niggas know? Is it the Kelly Blue Book value book for boxers? Shawn Porter probably ain't worth $1 million. Just because PBC telling you niggas is he a star. PBC is notoriously known for overpaying they fighters. They known for overpaying their fighters. That's what they do. So Shawn Porter, let's say he made $7 million fighting Errol Spence. That was that's getting overpaid. Keith Thurman, I ain't made $2 million or $1 million in this long. Well, then again, you go tell Al Heyman to keep overpaying you. That's your prerogative. But, Keith Thurman is a good fighter. Shawn is a tremendous fighter. Him and Terence get it on. They come to some type of agreement. Everybody going to be turned against Terence and going for Shawn Porter. But just 2 years ago, I heard everybody calling him Shitty Shawn and Booster Porter. But that's just how boxing go. This is what happened when you let the prisoners run the state asylum. And this is why I got 1 foot out of boxing and 1 foot in boxing. Banco Boxing told me to do something different. I might just take boxing on my channel altogether. That's kind of what it's tending to. If we don't start seeing the fights that I need to see sometime in 2021, I'm getting the fuck out of the boxing game. I just do a channel for boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just getting criminal. But, I want to see Terence and Shawn. I want to see Caleb Plant and Canelo. So those are what we're talking about. When me talking about Triple G and Camille Zamata, me talking about Canelo and Caleb Plant, me talking about, Gervonta versus Leo Santa Cruz in a rematch, just talking about fights that shouldn't even be made. Pay-per-view fights, the Charlo pay-per-view, that shouldn't even be a pay-per-view. And then they talking about putting Charlo and Eubanks on pay-per-view. That's just disrespectful in my Blueface voice. But, I mean, if Shawn and Terence would do it, it'd be a good fight. If Shawn come like he did versus Baby Formula, he gonna get knocked out. If Shawn come versus Errol Spence, what he did versus Errol Spence, was what Errol Spence couldn't do. He couldn't control distance. Once he took his jab away with speed and feints and foot movement, Errol couldn't do much until he got him pinned on the ropes. With Shawn, it's going to be different. With Shawn facing Terence, it's going to be different. So it should be a good fight. Hopefully, they'll put a pay-per-view price tag on there because that's not a pay-per-view fight. Shawn is not a pay-per-view fighter. But hey, that's just my opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think about Canelo saying that he'll fuck up Spence and Canelo saying the Caleb Plant fight going to happen. Also, let me know what you think about Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter being in negotiations. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, response, your video request. All my social media links, subscription. Fast way to reach me is Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. Also, we got a Facebook group. Check that out. All the links in the description. If you want to make a donation to the channel, Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate is share the video. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Check out my other channel, Motor City Sports Talk, right here on YouTube. Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0 for additional content. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time we go.
Belief about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking
right?
at him. No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.